Triangulation in research is a strategy where you use multiple sources, methods, or perspectives to study the same question, making your findings more reliable, accurate, and trustworthy. Instead of relying on a single method or dataset, triangulation combines different approaches to reduce bias and give a complete understanding of the problem. For example, imagine you are writing a research paper on why customers prefer one coffee shop over another. You could combine survey data from hundreds of customers with sales records, and also observe customer behavior in store. By looking at these different sources together, you can confidently say whether customers prefer the shop because of product quality, pricing, or atmosphere, rather than guessing based on one type of data. Types of triangulation in research. Methodological triangulation. Methodological triangulation occurs when a researcher uses different research methods to study the same question. These methods can include surveys, interviews, observations, experiments, or secondary data analysis. The purpose is to overcome the weaknesses of one method by using another, so the findings are more credible and balanced. For example, in a study of why customers choose a coffee shop, you could use surveys to ask customers about preferences, observe customer behavior in store, and analyze purchase history data. Each method provides unique insights. Surveys show opinions, observations show real behavior, and sales data show actual choices. Combining these methods ensures your conclusions reflect the full reality of customer behavior. Data triangulation. Data triangulation involves using different sources of data to study a research question. This can include data collected at different times, from different locations, or from different groups of people. The goal is to see whether results are consistent across various conditions or populations, which increases the generalizability and reliability of the findings. Using the coffee shop example, you could collect survey responses from customers in multiple cities, observe behavior during both morning and evening hours, and analyze loyalty card records over several months. This approach ensures your conclusions are not limited to one city, time of day, or a single customer group. Investigator triangulation. Investigator triangulation means involving more than one researcher in the collection or analysis of data. This reduces the risk of personal bias or errors affecting the findings, because multiple researchers independently verify the results. For the coffee shop study, you could have 3 researchers independently observing customer behavior, noting things like time spent in the shop, items purchased, and social interactions. Then, they compare their observations to ensure consistency. Investigator triangulation makes the research more objective because no single perspective dominates the interpretation of data. Theory triangulation. Theory triangulation is when a researcher studies a problem using more than one theoretical perspective instead of relying on a single theory. This approach helps to understand complex issues from different angles, check if findings are consistent, and explain contradictions in the data. Researchers can use different types of theories, such as psychological, social, economic, or organizational theories, depending on the topic and focus of the study. In the coffee shop example, you could look at customer behavior using both consumer behavior theory, customers choose based on convenience and quality, and social influence theory, customers choose where friends or social groups go. By applying both theories, you can see whether purchasing decisions are driven more by personal preferences, social influence, or a combination of both. Purpose of triangulation. Triangulation is used to make research more reliable, accurate, and complete. Cross-check evidence. Using multiple sources or methods ensures your findings are trustworthy. For example, in studying why customers choose a coffee shop, you can compare survey answers, in-store observations, and sales records. If all 3 align, you know your results are credible. Get a complete picture. Triangulation captures different aspects of the same problem. Observations show real behavior, surveys show opinions, and sales data show actual choices. Together, they provide a full understanding of customer decisions, increase validity. Each method has strengths and weaknesses. Observations may miss hidden motivations, surveys can be biased, and sales data may not show why choices happen. Combining them reduces these weaknesses and measures the real factors influencing behavior. Reduce bias. Using more than one researcher or perspective prevents personal bias from affecting results. For instance, having multiple people observe customer behavior independently ensures the analysis is fair and objective. Support generalization. Collecting data from different times, locations, or customer groups, like cities or morning versus evening customers, helps ensure results apply to a wider population. Limitations. Triangulation is powerful, but it also has limitations. It can be time-consuming and resource-intensive because collecting data from multiple sources, using different methods, and involving multiple researchers takes more effort and coordination. Sometimes, the data from different methods or sources may contradict each other, which can be confusing and require extra analysis to interpret. It can also increase costs and complexity, especially if advanced tools or large datasets are involved. Despite these challenges, triangulation remains valuable, but researchers must balance its benefits with the time, effort, and resources available.